Good morning, guys. We're back here at the Jump Off at EVO 2018. I'm DC, joined by James Chen, Juna, and Ringe once again. And we're back, guys.
We're back. Day 2. We are here.
Day
It's
2
fun
EVO. Yeah, I
yesterday.
know.
I'm looking forward to today,
This is the day, man. This is the day. Some of the finals are going to be starting tonight. I'm super excited for BB Tag. I'm not going to lie.
yeah.
A little biased, but you know.
You're excited to cheer on that one American player?
Yeah, the one
one solo American player.
That's great. He's going to have the entire crowd behind him. So, I mean,
There
you
go.
know.
But he made it in winner's side.
Yeah. That's
CEO champion fame.
Fame,
So
yeah.
there you go.
And
he
I was
lost
talking-
in casuals on, what was it, Thursday? But I guess he recovered, he got the data, and he's in there now.
Well, there's going to be a lot of this on stream.
Oh,
too.
gosh.
The grr.
Oh, and it's, you know what?
Yes.
It's so funny because, like, I was just commentating Guilty Gear, and I knew Machabo was coming up, and I was like, man,
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to see Machabo. But guess what? I'm getting to watch him here now.
Oh, my man's picking the Kai again, too?
Yep.
Isn't he picking Kai kind of like as the Inigo Montoya left-handed kind of thing,
So,
you know?
Originally, it was Seoul. So
Right,
he'd gone for Seoul. He went back to Seoul because Kai was too strong. But now he's back on Kai. He's like, you know what?
Well, what in the world? What kind of logic is that?
I heard
like
he
the
left
opposite of James
Seoul
Chen.
because, like, I heard like he left Seoul because everyone wouldn't want to play him because he was too strong and like he kept beating everybody. So he went to Kai to handicap himself.
That was
so.
a couple years ago.
Oh, okay,
Right?
and then
Because
his Kai
yeah,
got too strong. I see.
had some Sin and stuff too, but now Kai considered actually higher in some of the tier lists I've seen, considered now higher than Sin
Yeah.
for the first time ever, maybe.
Yeah, definitely an exert, right? Sin has been a terror for most of the game's lifespan, but now we got Kai moving up the ranks.
Yo,
Just
this guy
so
subs to my
solid.
channel. Hold on, I gotta cheer for him.
CT Warrior?
let's go.
Yeah, CT Warrior, definitely.
Let's go. Machabo ain't nothing.
I saw Alpha try to shoot the projectile. Can you do that in this game? Where can you cancel all the projectiles by shooting them?
With the sniper rifle?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know why you just blocked, man. He's trying to play some mini game in a match.
I mean, I think you can, right? If
Yeah,
Kai throws a
projectile,
fireball,
projectile,
yeah,
probably.
you could just shoot it like
I mean,
that.
Alpha
So.
is just a mini game in herself, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Machabo is the EVO champ from 2 years ago, I believe, and then last year
was
did not
Obito.
even make
Oh yeah.
top 8. I remember he was very emotional too, like shed some tears there because he was expected to win again. There's kind of like a dark story.
I
He's
was gonna
known
say,
as
was last year the saga?
Yeah,
Break it
last
down,
year was
break
the
it down.
saga. So he is like he's been for years now like considered the strongest in Japan, but he's kind of like an outsider. The Guilty Gear scene is not on his side.
Really?
They want to cheer on the other players because he dropped Guilty Gear. He's like, it's too strong. I'm too strong. There's not enough challenges, not enough money. I'm going to Street Fighter.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. That's
exactly,
right. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then
yeah,
Kimono Michi,
okay,
right? It
okay.
was booked as the light versus
Yep.
the dark, him versus Ogawa, right? Like
Right,
Ogawa was
yeah.
thought of as the community
Yeah.
favorite.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay,
Ogawa
okay.
won that, right?
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
Ogawa
I
did
didn't
win
know,
that, too.
I did not know that was so full of drama in
Yeah.
Japan like that. Okay, because I heard he was going to do Street Fighter, but I didn't know it was
Yeah.
received
Yep.
so
I
negatively.
highly suggest everyone check out those Kimono Michi,
Oh, yeah.
the promos,
Yeah.
not just the matches, but the promos, and see what they have to say about Machabo.
Interesting. Okay.
CT
okay.
changed to Kai though. Got Kai mirrors now. It's a lot of guts, right? Going up against maybe the best Kai in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah,
saw
I think so.
earlier on stream. We saw a Potemkin player fighting against FAB.
Oh yeah. It's
that
like,
was not-
Let me teach you. Let me teach you how to play this character.
Yeah.
Let me show you
man.
American Potemkin here. We got it.
Yeah, I feel like peak performance, Machabo is the best Kai, for sure. And, I mean, Kai is just so good
Yep.
in Exert, right? The stun edge YRC, great anti-air, just overall has so much control.
All right, so why is Machabo so good, though, with this character?
Because he's Machabo.
So well, the reason why
What does he do
Machabo is
differently?
so good is he doesn't. It's his nickname is, I forget how you translate. It's like Mr. Analysis. So he spends all of his time learning. He can play the entire cast. He could beat all 4 of us with any character in the game because he plays every single character to learn how to beat them. So Kai, of course, is just so well-rounded, so solid. He's every tool to beat. He's got no bad matchups. He can beat anybody. And if he knows how to, boom.
And one of the things that, I was talking about this on the other stream, so sorry if anybody is hearing this twice from me, but I feel like Guilty Gear, honestly, is the #1 game that players can really express themselves more than any other fighting game. I mean, I really honestly believe that. And so, if you are a player who is just so strong at fighting games like Machabo, you're just going to win because you have the ability to convert stray hits thanks to Roman cancels and all sorts of things like that. And so, just being a stronger overall player will make you better in Guilty Gear.
Yeah, during Machabo's Reign of Terror, you would watch the matches and be like, how does he know everything that his opponent's going to do?
Yeah.
And Kai is that type of character that can allow you to counter everything. But let's jump into this Tekken.
Tekken, American Tekken. This is day 2, right? we had some yesterday. So
Yes.
Still pool action.
Oh, yes.
I believe
It
so,
says
yeah.
pulls, yeah.
It still pulls. Okay.
Yeah, again, 1,500 players for Tekken.
Nice.
What the only game that
Yeah.
had the increase in players went from 1,200 to 1,500. So, shout outs to the Tekken
Yeah,
community.
Tekken is a good ass game. Definitely pick up Tekken if you haven't already.
Yeah, shout outs to
Spooky
the
hitting us
Tekken
again
World
with
Tour.
the Day 2 Tekken.
Yeah, I know, right?
crazy.
Game.
It's
There
crazy.
we
Though.
go.
I feel like Tekken's the only fighting game I've never heard anything bad about.
Yeah,
No
for
one's ever
Tekken
said
7,
anything
man.
bad.
So I've been in FTC for a long time, and I feel like back a couple years ago, maybe beat like Tekken Tag 2
Oh,
and like
yeah.
Tekken 6.
Yeah,
It
Tekken
used to
6,
kind of have
yeah,
people
yeah.
used to be like, it's a snooze fest, get it off, it takes too long.
Right,
But
yeah.
7
but-
is cleaned it up. Everything is great
yeah,
right now.
It's like I said, Bandai Namco has done such an amazing job making that such a much more spectator-friendly game, you know?
And yeah, they've done such a good job overall with everything involving that product, right?
Mhm.
The presentation and then translating
Whoops.
the characters from other fighting franchises.
Oh, dude, the Geese and
Amazing
Akuma
Yo,
are so
and yeah,
good.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow because we're getting some reveals. I know. I can't wait to see.
Oh, man. Oh,
that a,
man.
is that
New
a Teen
characters on the
Gohan I see?
horizon.
We're
That
getting
is a Teen
somebody.
Gohan.
Why do I see any Teen Gohans, man?
Teen Gohan's actually
Yep.
pretty popular in Japan.
In Japan, yeah, at our event, he's a lot of Teen Gohans. So that's right. The reason why, because they're like, just pick adult Gohan. He's better,
Yeah.
but Teen Gohan has his own strengths. Obama calls him a little rat, and I think that's a good way. That's a good way. He just kind of gets in there, he stays on top of you, and then boom.
Yeah, if he can get you in the corner, he can make you block EX legs, go with the falling mix-up. It's very hard to distinguish between high or low. He's also small, which is just good
Yeah.
in general in this game. Makes
Really
it
good in this
harder
game,
to
yeah.
combo, as well as you can duck certain assists and whatnot, like the Vegeta assist I was talking about yesterday. Oh, wow, I'm actually surprised the EX legs from Gohan lost.
Catches him here.
Oh,
kid,
no,
boom.
just didn't block, yeah.
Yeah, this is a game where
try
you
for the
don't want to
staircase
block,
combo.
right? You desperately want to try and avoid getting. It's almost like BB Tag. You do not want to block. You want to be able to avoid that situation. So he's got a bit antsy. Tried jumping back and
Right.
nope,
Oh,
just
and
hit the meaty.
And backdashes aren't frame 1 invuln. This
No,
one,
no.
right? Yeah.
No.
And also, this is true for a lot of the modern games now, is the pre-jump frames are all super
Yeah,
vulnerable.
yeah,
Oh,
It's not like
Oh,
Marvel 3, for
No.
example.
What's
Marvel
that,
3,
one
you can
frame?
hold up, back, yeah.
In there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of differences between that and like Marvel 3 or MVCI, because when you not only do you chicken block in this game, like if you block something in the air, it's more block frames
Yeah.
than you would in Marvel games, right? Usually in Marvel games, if you block
Oh,
something
he
in the
caught
air,
him.
once you land, you're recovered.
I think that's actually an Arxis special. They do that. in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
game.
exactly.
Oh
That's
my
how
god, that
Arctic-
killed.
Yeah, he called out the
Jeez.
backdash. He was feeling himself. There's no reason
Yeah.
to do that at all, right? he was just like, look, I got 3 characters. I know you're gonna backdash. Hold this.
Nice. Oh wow, look at this. We've got we've got Japan versus Korea,
Korea,
here.
okay.
Looks like.
Oh, you just reset with the dust?
Yeah. So Korea, it's not as big as Japan, but they have some very, very, very strong players.
Yeah, Daru just
Yep.
won a combo breaker with Ino, but I think that's the main known player from Korea.
Yeah, so
probably.
there used to be Top Garen. He came here a
Yeah,
couple
man.
years
Oh,
ago
yeah, that's
playing
right.
Zato.
Lost to the WoW.
I feel like both these characters, including Zato, were the reasons why I stopped playing Guilty Gear. Man, I had Ryan Hunter,
Venom,
Oh, yeah,
Venom,
okay.
Venom.
Juggernaut, and then I had an Eddie player back in South Florida, and they would
Well-
just blow me up all the time. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man.
Well, what James said earlier, right, is that this game gives you a lot of freedom
Yep.
to express yourself.
and
And
too
not-
much freedom. They had too much
They
freedom.
can do whatever they want.
And it's not only in the system mechanics, right, but it's in the characters and how unique they are
Yeah.
from each other.
Hey, well, you know what? Quitting the game is also expressing
There you
yourself,
go.
right?
Don't get me wrong.
I suck. I'm out of here.
I think the game,
Give me a
was
headset.
great. Yeah, I think the game was great.
Give
I
me a
definitely played
headset.
LFL too, so I can't really say anything.
Look, I will say this in XX. That was a sick confirm right there.
The guts kept him alive,
Yeah.
though. That was nice.
In XX, I actually learned biking specifically to fight Zato because Zato used to drive me nuts, dude. So it doesn't work in this game anymore because she
Yeah,
plays
yeah,
so
yeah.
different. So
That's all right. My man Zatsu's kind of in the struggle right now, so it's
yeah.
okay.
Now we're going to Street Fighter.
Oh,
going
poor
through there.
Zato. I've been good in every game, and finally I'm not the top. No, I'm kidding.
he would still play Fang. I thought it was over. That was just done.
Fang is more on the character select screen than
Really?
Ryu. Than Ryu is. for
Yeah,
sure.
and Fang definitely is very underrated. I think he's actually strong. In fact, one of the strongest Fang players or Fang players is a Mono from Puerto
Yeah,
Rico.
yeah, Puerto Rico.
And he actually thinks that Fang is like maybe high mid tier or
Wow,
something
that's,
like
that's
that.
the highest
yeah.
I've heard. I don't know why, but a lot of not a lot, but there's a couple young Japanese players playing his character, like Grandmaster rank and stuff. I don't know if they're here this weekend, but
We're seeing a little unfamiliarity right now from
Whoa,
Ataxis
can't do
because it
that.
looks like he's just trying to counter poke with all the poison in his face. So Look at this. Nice comeback right now.
What a
What a block, bro.
What a block. So character unfamiliarity, maybe not, because he knew that was coming. He knew that was coming right there.
Do you feel like he did that on purpose?
Yeah,
Do you think he was trying to walk backwards, maybe?
Like, oh, what the hell? Throwing out the sweeps here.
That's one of those things that you block that you're like,
I meant to
yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did it on
course,
purpose.
yeah.
I did it on purpose, 100%.
I'm the opposite. I always let people know I didn't mean to do that, because it makes it even better. It's like, oh, I didn't
Yeah,
mean to
right.
do that. Like, I didn't even mean to do that, and I still beat you.
They
Man.
definitely get more
Yeah.
upset.
Oh, what was that, an overhead? Oh, cool, I blocked that.
Oh, here we go. Side switch, poison mix-ups, stun. Gonna get some decent damage off of this.
You always, of course, if you don't play Street Fighter, you always have to look at that purple life. Even the damage might not look like a lot with the red life. It's slowly ticking down there. It's deceptive.
Yeah, I definitely think the damage that poison does is underrated.
Every game is like that, right? Because it doesn't show up, and people don't want to think about it. Like Bang, I remember Bang and Blaze Blue has the poison nails, and his combos, if you added it up, it was like an extra 900 each time,
Dude,
but no one added that
that's
up.
why Hawkeye can
Yeah,
kill
exactly.
an MVCI,
Yeah,
right? He has
exactly.
all these kill combos
What the
there.
heck?
So
This is how Korean esports players dress, I guess. I don't know.
He is sponsored by Mado. So
Mado, okay.
well,
I
it
can
makes
see that
sense.
now. Yes, we mentioned before, this is Taka. He's, I don't know if you call him the best Japanese Slayer, but he is known as a nut. He picks Slayer because he doesn't want to block ever. So he's going to backdash every time rather than block.
Okay.
Yeah, of course with Slayer, right, if you're unfamiliar with him, he has the backdashes like teleports. So
Yep.
which your startup has invulnerability, so
Whoa.
you can backdash cancel pretty much anything.
Yeah, it's like CVS2 roll canceling,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But if you mess up, you'll get blown up.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
And like you can call it out too, but he's
Yeah.
like he's confident in his guessing. He knows when he wants to do it.
I want to know what Biscuits and Obama are saying about the outfit right now.
The Purple
man.
City, man.
Warp Whistle versus Alex R.
Yes.
Okay.
Running slash kick. Here's Paul Phoenix, my character
oh my
now.
Goodness.
My
Nice.
favorite thing was when I was trying to learn Paul. I was like, okay, so I get the launcher. What am I supposed to juggle with a
Yeah,
follow-up? They're
yeah.
like Death Fist.
Just do it, yeah. Pretty much the answer to everything. Obviously, it's not optimal, but it's like, look, dude, I'm not even going to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Like, just do Death Fist, and that's like 90% is effective.
I was like, okay, cool. So I can get this counter hit here, and then they crumple. So what do I? They're like
Death
Death
Fist,
Fist.
do it.
I was like, okay.
Break the wall, Death Fist. Break the floor,
Yeah.
Death Fist. Just do it.
It's so true. I think that's why he's so good for newer players.
Yeah,
Mhm.
oh, yeah. I was playing Brian, struggling for a year. I switched to Paul. It was like one day. I was like, wow, my Paul's better than my Brian.
Yeah,
Sweet. Sweet.
And you know, I mean, honestly, what you said, Gino, is really important too. It's like it's not necessarily the
Yep.
optimal thing, but players have to understand when they learn fighting games, don't go for the
Yeah,
most
yeah,
optimal
yeah.
thing. And
There's so
you-
much to learn.
Consistency
You see
is-
so
is
many
most
people
important.
fall into that trap. They're like, oh, you know what? I see Justin do these one-frame links, back in the Street Fighter 4 days. Like, I have to do the one-frame link.
Yeah.
It's like, don't. Just
Don't.
learn the
Keep it
basics.
So
Keep
I
it
actually,
simple.
heard it's a huge problem in Melee where all the newer players, they see these Fox players doing all this crazy
yeah.
tech. And before they even practice their fundamentals, they start practicing this crazy tech school stuff. So they go into a match and they're like, I don't know what to do in neutral. But I
Right.
do know how to do a combo.
people get enamored with the fancy stuff, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people learning Tekken want to learn Electric Wind God Fist
Yeah,
off the
yeah.
bat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're just like, I want to do that. That's the first thing I want to do. And there's so much more before
Yep.
that.
I think 'cause it sounds cool, right? It sounds cool, like, man, Electric Wind God Fist, or like Wave Dash. You want to learn that cool technique instead
looks
of getting
cool,
the
too.
foundation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, a lot of times, like, I know when I'm playing a lot of these fighting games and learning them, I know I'm not doing the optimal combo, but I'm never going to be sad, that I'm not doing the most damage because I just need to learn the game first,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Fat
get-
yeah.
For some reason, we have an abundance of Ramlethals, and SoCal and Macy is one of them.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this character, we were talking yesterday about how characters get nerfed and then people immediately like throw them in the trash. But Ram, I think she was considered, one of the best characters in the game.
And
She got
signed,
hit,
yeah.
but she's always been pretty good.
You feel
her,
that
her
way?
Oki's
She
always
gets
good,
started,
especially
yeah.
in the corner right
Yep.
now. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of, I've talked to Ramlethal players, and they're
Look at
just like,
that.
she's so pointless now, like she's done, But this is what she can do right now. You're seeing
She
this
still
right
has
now.
extremely high one-hit potential for sure.
Yeah.
Make you
Gotta
block
get out of
forever.
here.
Oh, that was almost a conversion off of that.
He's trying to reclaim the swords here. Uh-oh. Yeah, Gunflame YRC, but he drops the ender right here.
Yeah. Now back to the sword. There's that one. Oh, but he kicked it. He kicked it.
The riot.
That was one of the main nerfs that she got after the very first iteration of hers, that
again.
you can hit her friends basically.
Her little buddies here. He's got kind of scrambling here at the end. Dropping
Sign-
some confirms. I don't know, maybe nervous, maybe playing on the stage here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
sign
early
ver-
too, so.
Signed version of Round Lethal gave me nightmares, James. For sure. I did not enjoy playing that matchup.
Yeah. Because she also had all those. She also had all those crazy dust loops in the corner as well. So.
Yeah, Soul, of course, one of the other staples of Guilty Gear Xrd, right? Another very all-around solid character, but very rushdown heavy, especially with the increase of the walk speed and the run.
We have Mochi Souls here, right?
Oh, is it?
Right. I thought he got sponsored to come out here from Japan. Probably the best soul in the world.
Yeah, after that incredible first attempt against Almeida.
Kazunoko used to be a beast in Xrd with Soul. He went over to Raven.
Yeah. We saw him a little bit earlier today.
Yeah, I talked about it yesterday, right? My man does not lose at the character select screen. He was like, most bang for your buck, Raven. Easy.
Yeah.
How was Kazunoko looking now? Because we were talking off stream that Kazunoko is qualified for BB Tag top 8. He's in 3 other games, and he's strong enough to make top 3.
Oh, yeah.
If he could make top 8 in 4 games at EVO, that's got to be some sort of record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a record that only someone like Tokido has held before. So.
You got Wade Gamble here?
Wade Gamble, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Wade Gamble does live in Vegas now, of course, training with the Vegas crew, Jackie Tran and the like, the In the Skies boys. Also comes to WNF pretty much every week. Won the WNF in Vegas just this week as well.
Yeah, I ran into him at the Korean Tekken World Tour. He was out there grinding for a bit. Congratulations to him. He's a new father as well. Just had a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, big ups to Wade Gamble. Of course, Leo, when you talk about Leo, right, the big thing that people like to highlight is her wall game. And we're on an infinite stage right now, so he'll be a little bit hindered because of that.
Yeah, this character can carry you from the one side of the screen to like a different stage, not even the same stage.
That seems really weird. You know, again, you told me yesterday the stage selecting is random.
Yes.
It's kind of unfair the characters that take big advantage of the wall to be on a stage like this.
Ooh, that was a nice side step.
Like, what if you get this for game 3?
Oh no!
Quick, put on Smash.
What if you get this for game 3? I mean, you gotta hold that.
Yeah, gotta hold that.
Oh, hey.
Hey, it's Wizrobe. This is considered actually the best Captain Falcon player in the world right now.
Going up against AR here.
He's rookie. I don't see a lot of Mario players in Melee.
No, definitely not.
I can't comment on what this matchup's like. But
what's it like in Smash 4? Are there a decent amount of Mario players?
Not anymore. Before the DLC came out, he used to be a really strong character. You know, he even won EVO, but after the DLC, he just kind of got outclassed by the better characters.
When Mario won EVO for Smash 4, was that the Japanese player?
No, that was actually one of our players.
Okay.
Well, one of our players. He's from Canada.
What about is he receiving any changes in Smash Ultimate that you think would make him more viable again?
I mean, at the end of the day, he's still going to be the the quote-unquote well-rounded character. He's going to have good things. He's going to be like Jack of all trades, but master of none, really.
Gotcha.
I think he's still going to be a strong character. Smash Ultimate's looking crazy. Where I'm looking at all the characters, they all look pretty strong.
So the balance seems really good in that game. Okay, that's exciting.
Zelda
still looks Ultimate at 3 events now. The line for Smash Ultimate, all these things is insane. Insane.
It's a game where you can use Yoshi and beat up Mario and beat up Samus and beat up Link and beat up Cloud and Mega Man and Sonic and Pac-Man.
Whatever you want.
I mean, in Smash Ultimate, you can beat up everybody, right?
Yeah,
that's the gimmick. Snake's coming back, everybody.
I can't believe it, dude. It's just like the only character I will honestly say that I feel like is missing from it now is Simon Belmont. I really want a Simon Belmont.
It's EVO. You never know who they're going to announce in EVO. When they put Geese and Tekken last year, I was like, what the?
Dude, the craziest thing is when they announced Geese last year, I was sitting there in the audience, right? And I'm just sitting there watching, and I just hear the laugh, and I was like, what's that? And someone in front of me went, Geese! Yeah. Like, I was just like, how do you know from the laugh, dude? I was like, that was crazy.
So you mentioned Mario is pretty well-rounded, at least in Smash 4, right? So do you think like a player like Machobo, not necessarily Machobo, but a player that approaches the game in a similar mindset would excel on Mario?
I think a player strong in fighting games will have decent results with Mario, but if you really want to win in Smash at this point, like, there's no reason not to play the stronger character.
Right.
He's a good character. He's well-rounded, but you know, I think you're just kind of hindering yourself not playing a better character.
I mean, do you feel like he's well-rounded because he also eats too much pasta and stuff like that?
Yeah, well-rounded in both literal and metaphorical sense.
Yeah, I know Smash is on the screen, but just going back to Xrd right now, that's kind of a misconception of Kai, that he's well-rounded, he's quote-unquote honest, right? If people was like, Kai, hold on a second. He has all the tools. That doesn't mean he's well-rounded. He's a powerhouse in like everything he's got. His offense is crazy.
Can I talk about how much I hate jump kick?
In my Guilty Gear career, I've actually never blocked Stun Dipper ever.
Dude, Greed Sever as well, man.
It's Stun Edge YRC, bro. That's
me off to
know
him. Come on, that's busted.
Yeah. There's fireball, and then you get to immediately cancel it. Hits full combo.
Nice catch.
If you jump it, easy anti-air. Like, yeah, Kai is ridiculous.
Character is nuts out here. Captain Falcon. We've seen a lot of Captain Falcons actually in these 2 days.
I love watching Captain Falcon.
Yeah, he's just a fun character to watch in this game. Even if you don't play Melee, man, you can just watch Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
He's pretty hype.
I just want to see a Captain Falcon. You know, whenever you see the Falcon Punch land in a combo, it's like the greatest thing ever.
So I got a question. Like, we like watching Captain Falcon, right? It seems like a good casual or like a good viewing experience, right? Do players feel differently? Like, because that's what happens to a lot of characters. Like in Street Fighter, right? Abigail is a good explosive character that's good for the viewing audience, right? But people hate fighting the character, right? There's a lot of characters like that in fighting games.
I think in Melee especially, people like seeing the quote-unquote underrepresented characters. So any match is not
people
like
do, but I mean the players.
Yeah, the players watching or players playing?
Players playing.
Players playing. I can't comment on what they feel playing against Captain Falcon, especially against Wizzy. Look at what he's doing, dude. Mario really not getting to play that much.
Yeah, it's good combos right there.
But at the end of the day, I'm sure the Melee players know, Captain Falcon, while kind of annoying, is probably not as good as the actual top brass of the game.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, what a lot of people who are unfamiliar with Smash, also don't understand. Like you saw right there, Wizard had a couple of throws, and the follow-up combo that he did was different. You really have to know the percentages of your opponent because they start flying further distances. You really have to adjust it.
They can control where they go after.
Yeah. So we're back here. It looks like after the controller malfunction, I guess they gave Way Gamble the round because it was 1-1. But we're back in there here. But yeah, about the stages too. So DC earlier was talking about how it's kind of unfair that it's random instead of letting them choose. I like that. You get to see all the variety of the stage, and it's exciting as a viewer too. You're like, oh, what's he gonna get? Some characters definitely excel on the floor break stage or the endless stage, and you
just got to get the anime power up. If you get a stage that's not beneficial to your character, you just got to overcome it.
Well, in that case, wouldn't it make, or isn't it beneficial to play a character that doesn't lose to stages?
Well, the stages aren't that important. Yeah. Like, we're kind of overselling it. It's still the better player is going to win.
Yeah. Like, Leo's...
Arturo.
Like, Leo's wall game is ridiculous, but her game overall is really good.
Okay. Yeah. Yo, Arturo. Arturo had the big upset ago. Was it 2 years ago? Remember he beat Momochi in pools?
That's right.
That was super hype. He's going up against a Japanese player here.
Yeah, of course, he does a lot of streaming and a lot of production work now, but that doesn't keep him from playing all the time at NLBC and doing really, really well.
Didn't he beat like Chris T when he went out there as well to defend the house? I believe he did.
Can't remember. I can't remember now.
Nice.
But I'll tell you something about Arturo, man. Like, he's been a top player for so long. He's from the same school that Justin Wong is from, the Eddie Lee school of fighting game players.
The lane play.
Yeah, he was so good in MVC 1, and CVS and all the games. He's always been a very, very strong player.
Yeah, so even yesterday we saw actually running the same color too. It was Golden Sen. Remember he took out Stone Kubo yesterday, right? Same thing. The New York Dhalsim players. Dhalsim, a character you don't really see too much of anymore.
Which, I mean, I feel like it's a shame. Dhalsim is so sick in Street Fighter V, right? The movement options he has. He actually has mix-ups, big combos like this.
Oh, man.
Looks like an anime character to me, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we also have Commander Jesse in SoCal, who's a strong Dhalsim player. I know Filipino Champ is out this weekend, so I don't know if he's playing Dhalsim as well in this game right now.
Yeah, Dengue Diaz, another SoCal Dhalsim.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The V-Trigger 2 King. If you look up the YouTube, V-Trigger 2 compilations, 90% of it is Dang.
Yo, Spooky, isn't Arturo supposed to be working this event, man? What is he doing? What is he doing playing over there?
He's also working his Japanese opponent, bro.
And also, don't forget, too, Dengue Diaz won the LA Red Bull Conquest, so he's actually going to be representing.
Look at his pressure in the corner. Nice jab out there.
Didn't get the confirmed properly.
I feel like that's another thing I want to touch on. Ooh, nice punish. Is the fact that Arturo has been fighting Japanese players for years.
Yep.
So, like, somebody new that might, get intimidated by the allure, the aura of a foreign player, that's not going to be on the case of Sabin.
He's got, I don't know if it's still around, but during the Street Fighter 4 days, he had, the Japanese stream mods didn't like him because he used to beat, top players and pop off. He used to pop off.
But man, Arturo's really taking advantage of that the down back medium kick that Dhalsim has. It's so good because before he only had the slides while he was crouching, and he basically had no good low. He had the standing heavy punch, but that startup was ridiculous. So now having access to that down back medium kick changed so much for Arturo for his game.
Yeah, all those teleport mix-ups now, you can actually get a low out of it, right? You can fake the high and go low. It's even better than before. Ooh, he actually blocked that?
That's kind of like the unblockable, right? That's that's what they call that. Even though it's blockable, it's just.
There's a couple like things like that in Street Fighter V. Like Rashid has that in the corner against tall characters. Like he has a certain setup that he legit hits in front and it says cross up on the screen. There's a few things like that. Dawson again with the yoga stasis and the light kick.
Hard to blockable stuff like that.
So
right?
what happened to Karen though? Didn't Karen used to be like one of the best characters in the game?
I wouldn't say one of the best, but like definitely very, very solid. She had a very like straightforward gameplay. Just stay on the ground, chop away with the stand medium kick, and then blow him up with that critical art.
Yeah, and remember what we were talking about yesterday, where James was like, I felt like Punk was playing Street Fighter V ahead of everybody else. Like he was better at whiff punishing before everybody else. Like I feel like that's why people thought Karen was good, was because he was very good at whiff punishing, and her buttons were faster. To be fair, they have been slowed down a bit. I know that's why Punk plays Cammy in a lot of matchups now, because Karen's buttons aren't up to snuff as they once were against certain characters.
Is Justin still playing Karen?
No, he plays only Menat
all day,
now.
every day.
And honestly, like I don't want to jinx it, but like I feel like Justin has such a good chance this year to do super well.
He'd probably do even better if he was playing on a hitbox,
right,
because those Menat optimization combos are a little shaky sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
He's always talked about his execution being a little whack.
Yeah.
So yeah, he maybe might be able to pick up a hitbox here. Of course, they also got the smash box.
Look how many buttons that makes.
Yeah, that's why it intimidates me just looking at that.
And of course, the esports ecosystem. Who was telling me about this yesterday? I think it was you. Was it you?
Slap cheese.
Oh, okay.
So we were talking about Justin. Justin is the ambassador for this. Esports ecosystem here. Yeah, it's Lap Cheese, new startup here, empowering gamers.
They sponsored WNF and was able to send Run It Blackout to EVO as well under their banner.
Awesome,
nice.
They said they're looking forward to adding more to the prize pools around for events around the country here.
First, don't forget about Gaming Generations. You know, I was talking about this yesterday. We were watching a Gaming Generations video, and I'm like, who's your competition? Who are you selling? Who are you selling this ad to?
That's what I said too. I was like, if they went on strike, EVO would be shut down. Right? If like the owner just got in a fight or like Mr. Wiz spilled a drink on him, he's like, I'm out of here. We just shut down this whole place.
Monopoly.
But now Gaming
Monopoly.
Generations.
And actually, you know what the best part about it is? I went to the Gaming Generations booth. They have like all the different Monopoly versions there too.
So in addition to providing the equipment, they sell everything too.
Yeah. And you know, they're the ones that are responsible for selling all the EVO merch over here. You know, and they've got all sorts of cool like little like plushes and toys and all these things like that at their booth here at EVO.
You guys have the not EVO. You have what, the Tenno merch?
We have the Tenno merch.
You got the Tenno merch. I got some over in my bag.
You've got the Era shirt here.
Why would you supposed to say no? You don't want the green herb.
No, they haven't.
You don't want the green herb. Say no.
All right.
It could just be that you don't have room in the suit, you know, the item. Anyways.
Anyway, we can talk about that more after some video, guys. We'll be right back.
I gotta go say yes.